Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're going to get back into more Amberlynn Re content. Now, quickly before we get into it, this video is going to be a little rushed because I had to kind of do the video the day after because I had work, and then in the evening I was very busy, so I wasn't able to film. And I do want to kind of quickly just address this situation before getting back to the other ones. I did watch the rarity video and I wasn't very impressed with Amber. She came off as almost just very emotionless in the sense that she did not care about the cat itself. It was more worried about how people would view her, and that just put me in a very sour mood with the video and just the overall tone. I haven't watched the Twinkie one, but I'm going to assume that it's probably just her addressing maybe like a copycat making posters to kind of bait her into showing Twinkie. At least that's what I'm going to assume that's going to be. But we're going to get straight into the video, and I do apologize for any just negative attitude I have.
Hey guys, so I really did not want to make this video, and I'm only making it because people have found out and it's already on a reaction channel. But yes, my cat Rarity is missing, and I have
So we already start off with just how Amber feels about this entire situation. Like, first of all, the fake crying is just over the top, and honestly, I've seen better acting in Corn, let alone Amber's fake ass crying right now. Secondly, why do you only care to film something not for your followers, but because how people are going to perceive you after the reaction channels found out about your cat missing? Like, that is the only reason you filmed. Are you kidding me? Not potentially the fact that you have multiple people that live in your area, and you would think maybe if someone lives in Wisconsin that maybe a follower of yours might actually see a cat and, hey, like, hey, Amber, this is where we saw her, or may even potentially pick up your cat and take care of it until you can come pick it up. Like, you didn't think that you could spread awareness that your cat is missing. You only cared about the perception of how other people perceive you. Like, this just shows you that she does not give two shits about that cat.
done nothing but cry. It happened 2 nights ago, and I put full blame on myself because there's a yard, and that's where I let the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and it's through like a glass door, and I've just had a lot on my mind with everything that's been going on. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I've just been going through a lot, and I wasn't thinking, and I left the glass door open just like, I don't know, like this much. And I'm telling you, when I noticed, it was like 20 minutes later, but it literally just takes a second. And Rarity is like one of the most adventurous cats, the most loving. And just like when I lived in Kentucky, actually, I would sometimes let her go onto the porch because we had like a gate, and she would just roll around in the dirt. Like, she just loved it for some reason, and like she just wanted to vent.
Well, for starters, it is your fault because you're the one that left the door open. Secondly, that's not an excuse. It doesn't matter what happens in your life. Your responsibility is to make sure your animals are okay. And if you supposedly, as you say, have OCPD, you have a perfectionist trait, meaning that you could not leave the door open without checking it. That is something that most people with OCPD or OCD, which I have a father with diagnosed OCD, and I take the same traits from him. You would not leave the door open. You would check the door multiple times, several times in fact, every single time, because you have that pattern disorder. You would not just leave the door wide open for your animals just to walk out. Also, something that Amber does is that she'll open the door and just leave the door open, even when she was with Crystal, and let the dog in and out. And then if she didn't want to wait there, she would just close and lock the door. So she would leave the animals outside without checking on them to make sure they're okay. So Amber is known to do these things. So this is not anything to do with her being preoccupied, but pure goddamn laziness on her part.
Out. I know she just wanted to see. No. Like, I don't know where the fuck she is, and it's been just like literally sorry.
I know that I'm supposed to have empathy for this woman, but I really don't. When it comes to animal neglect, I just don't. And this acting is about as real as days of our fucking lives.
Tommy has helped so much. Like, I just feel so just like defeated, and Tommy has made like online posters and put it on different websites, and like went outside, and we've been like yelling her name, and like it's been fucking torture, literally.
Notice so far the only thing that Amber has done is wallowed in self-pity and cried. Meanwhile, Tommy has done the posters. Tommy has done the posts online. Tommy is the one going on a searching. What exactly are you doing other than sitting, eating, and crying? Fake crying, really, because, like, you can't even squeeze that tear for the camera.
Because you guys know Rarity is my fucking world. Like, and I know a lot of you hate me and have whatever you want to say about me, but Rarity was my literal life.
Really, because if she's your life, why are you sitting on camera caring about what other people think instead of going to search for your life? In fact, your laziness let your life walk straight out the door and you didn't even notice for half an hour.
And like, you guys know how much she loved me too, and it's just fucking, it's just been fucking hell. It's like,
In a time of crisis in which her cat is missing, she can't help but sit there and stroke her own ego.
all I can think about is like, is she okay? Like, where is she? Like, is she cold? It's raining outside. I know a lot of you care about my pets too, and it's like, if you're not hearing anything, then that's a good thing. Like, everything is good. And like, she loved it here, and like, her and Tommy were so sweet. Like, Rarity would like sleep on top of her, and like, they would play like like.
No offense, Amber, but this video is not it. I can assure you what you're doing right now, trying to stroke Tommy's ego, trying to stroke your own ego, all everything else in between, like, the feelings of your cat towards you don't matter because your cat is currently missing. You're inside crying on camera, or attempting to cry on camera, while your cat is outside in the rain, potentially in the snow. I don't know, is it snowing over there? Probably by now. And everything else in between, and yet you're on camera worrying about how people perceive you and Tommy over the fact that you're looking for your cat. So, I mean, do you want us to have empathy for you? I also want to bring this up, and I could potentially be wrong, so I just want to stress this point enough. Did Amber film the video of her talking about Emily being a victim of potential DV when Emily, could have potentially done this to someone else? She was actively potentially defending an abuser while her cat was missing. Like, this does kind of lead up to the same time, so I could be wrong, but was your cat missing at the same time you were also filming a video, defending Tommy over potential DV abuse?
It's like, Rarity genuinely loved it here, and all the cats got along, and it's like, she went outside because she's adventurous. She just wanted to see, and now I'm afraid, like, what if something bad happened to her? I can't help but like think like the worst, but I just want her back, and I was trying to go through this privately.
I completely understand that I am being just overly aggressive, and I have a great bias towards Amber because I just have a great disdain for her, and especially when it comes to animal neglect, it is just one of the things that sets me off more than anything else. And I have lost several pets in my lifetime, like not running away, but them passing away. It is something that will never really go away. It gets easier over time, but it's something that never truly goes away, because there are times in which I can think of something that my dog does or my cat has done, and I just remember, and it puts me in a bad mood for the rest of the day. And I understand and empathize with Amber on a certain level, but the thing is, I know Amber, and I've seen people like Amber way too many times. They are sad for a week or two, and then they replace it. And I would not be surprised in a couple of weeks, Amber will replace Rarity. Rarity 2.0 will be around somewhere. Of course, she's never going to admit that, and she's never going to, and of course, she's never actually going to show us that, because if people find out that she replaced the cat, that is just going to be a shitstorm, and even the people that support her are going to hate on her for that. And with Amber, she's already shown in the beginning of this video, she would rather try to save face than try to seek help for finding her cat, because people are going to call for what it is. Laziness, and you not being attentive to your cats and neglecting them is how your cat got out. And she would rather save face than seek help from potential people that live in the Wisconsin area. You have over 100,000 people, and someone's got to live around Wisconsin area that may potentially have seen your cat or could help find your cat, and you are willing to not speak about it to save face than actually seek help from people that may help.
I don't know. I just feel really freaking like just defeated. It's just a lot. And I just miss her. I just felt like if a reaction channel made a video about Rarity missing and I come on here and don't say anything, like, it'll just make me look fucking stupid, but I'm also like embarrassed and I'm ashamed and I know it's my fault.
There you go, more evidence.
But I would never do anything to put any of my animals in harm's way. I've had them all
You have actively put your animals in harm's way multiple times. First and foremost, you left the door open so your cat's missing. Secondly, you left your dog shaking in pain. Third, when you had Monkey, remember Monkey, the dog that you got from Crystal's parents that you just left after you got with Destiny? That dog was left outside multiple times because you refused to watch the dog or even just check on the dog every now and then. You would let the dog go outside. God knows what could potentially happen to it, and you just walk back inside to leave it by itself.
For 8 years, around the same time, I got all 3 of my fur babies within the same year span, and they've been with me through so much. Like, they're my world. And without her, it just feels like a huge piece of me is just missing. And I just don't know what else to do. And Tommy, like, without her and the situation, like, I would feel lost. I would feel even more lost than I already do. And
Jesus Christ, your cat is missing. It's been 2 days. You haven't so much as put posts up yourself. You haven't asked your followers to help. You haven't done any of the things that most people would do when an animal is gone. You don't put its box outside. You haven't put its bed outside. You haven't put its food outside. You haven't actually really gone and searched anywhere other than probably like 10-15 minutes before your legs got tired and went back inside. Like, you have not done really the bare minimum. And yet here you are meat riding your girlfriend.
we're both hurting. Fucking Tommy loved her too. Like, it's just so sad. Like, I just want her back, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly your problem, Amber. You don't care about putting the effort in, even when it's something as important as losing your animal. You just want the animal back right now because it's inconvenient to you.
It's just one thing after another, and I don't know how much more my actual heart can take at this point, but please, you guys, I know people hate when I say it because I'm agnostic, but like, pray, like, please, and like positive thoughts, and just like all of any positive sort of like anything, please. And like,
Here's an idea. Amber and her thoughts and prayers. Give them to the cat that is currently missing right now.
already, like, Tommy already has like cameras like outside of her house, like security cameras, but we've now also put them in places where like Rarity could be, like, I don't know. And I have the app on my phone, so I keep checking like over and over, like, is she just like walking by? Is she out there?
Yeah, Amber, that sounds about right. You're not willing to get off the chair to look for your cat, but I bet if it was Uber Eats.
But it's so cold and it's raining. I'm not perfect by no means, but I have done everything to make sure my pets are always loved and cared for. And it's like, the one time I make a mistake, it's like something that's gonna live with me forever, literally forever. I just want her to come back.
Notice that Amber says the one time she makes a mistake, meaning that her leaving Twinkie shaking in pain was a mistake. That was her actively choosing to go to Chili's instead of taking to the vet. So it was good that she slipped up there and admitted that. Secondly, also, Amber, this isn't the first time that a cat has gone missing on your watch. We all remember Gracie. And yeah, if anything does happen to that cat, you are going to be reminded every single day. There are going to be comments in your section for weeks to months to hell even years. People are going to remind you every single day of what you did to Rarity.
Okay, you guys, hi. So I know because of everything that's been going on, I understand you guys wanting to see Twinkie, I promise. She's right here. Hi. Like, she is safe, she is sound, and I don't know, someone making a fake Twinkie missing poster is like not okay.
I was going to say there's a bit of a stark difference between day 2 and 3, especially considering the fact that after the first 48 hours of the cat being missing, its chance of survival has gone down to less than 50% chance. So there's a higher chance of your cat no longer being alive, and you're here with an ego problem because someone made a fake poster about your dog being missing. So you're willing to get online with a smile and a bit of an ego problem because someone made a fake poster, then worry about your cat being missing. Goddamn narcissists, I swear to God, they're just the worst type of people.
But, and before, I was like, Twinkie's always safe with me. Like, I love her dearly. She's about to go get a treat. You want to go get a treat? Okay. So, I just thought it was obnoxious where you guys are like, let me see her, let me see her.
The sheer audacity of you calling us obnoxious after the fact that you just lost your cat and we're concerned about your animals, especially the stuff that you have done in the past. You know, leaving your dog alone, shaking in pain, while you go eat with your girlfriend. You just can't make this shit up with her.
But now like I get it because Rarity's missing, and then like there's a missing Twinkie poster. That's not true. And update on Rarity, there is no updates. We're doing everything we can to find her, and it's just been like honestly traumatizing and hard. I guess the
Yeah, sure, we'll add missing cat to the fake list of traumas that you crave for sympathy, right between the two people that you're falsely accused of SA.
only updates like I can say is like we did put food out there, and we were able to see someone else's black cat, but that's an outside cat that we see like.
So after 3 days, you've only just come up with the idea of putting her food outside. Also, if there are other cats around, especially if your cat is anxious or nervous around other cats, it's going to be even less likely for your cat to come home. And the food doesn't really make much sense because if there is food outside and there are people's cats roaming around, those cats are most likely just going to eat the food instead.
Frequently, so we at first we thought it was Rarity and got really excited, but it was not her. And we also have put her litter box outside, and that's like the new things that we've done because we had a lot of people say that we should do that, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even think of that, so thank you guys for the advice.
Not surprised, Amber, of all people, the person who has a job on the internet, did not Google on the internet what to do when your cat is missing.
But we've been going around neighborhoods. We have been putting posters on every like missing website you can find. Like we're trying everything we can, and right now we just kind of feel like very defeated.
No, Amber, you're not doing all you can. In fact, by the sounds of it, Tommy is doing more than you, and she has less reason to do so. She's only doing it to keep you happy, which is just... It's honestly makes you look like a pathetic pet owner. It really does. You're such a terrible pet owner. Let me guess, the cat also isn't microchipped. I wouldn't be surprised if the cat is not microchipped either.
But thank you guys for the support. Again, Twinkie is okay. Wasabi is also okay. It's just been really hard, but I understand because of like everything that's going on with Rarity, why you guys want to see Twinkie out. Before I didn't think it was justified, but now I do think it's justified because I know you guys care about my pets as well. Anyways, thank you guys for the support. Bye.
Alright guys, this is going to be the end of the video. I do apologize for my negative attitude. I do hope that Rarity is safe and sound in his return to Amber. As much as I don't like Amber and just the overall neglect that she has given towards her animals in the past, I think it is the best thing overall for the animals because when animals, especially elderly animals, are taken from their owners and they spend so much time with their owners, it can cause a detriment to both their mental, physical, and emotional well-being. So I think that would be the best outcome for her to be returned safely back to Amber. Hopefully in the future, Amber will not make that mistake twice and will double check the doors and locks in the future. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hopefully I get to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.